Men's basketball climbs the Horizon League standings, and women's bowling stays on a roll. All of this and more coming up on the Penguin Rundown. And welcome back to a very special edition of the Penguin Rundown this week. I'm Caleb Ellison, alongside me, Caleb Xavier Ellison. And Caleb, it's our birthday today. I know we're really excited to celebrate the day, but what's even more exciting was YSU Athletics this past weekend. Oh, you're right, I am excited for my birthday. You know, the Big 22, it's kind of a big deal, but YSU sports have been great. Bowling, track and field setting records, and men's basketball, like you mentioned, they've been doing really well. I mean, yeah, men's basketball definitely, starting off hot. I mentioned it earlier, the YSU men's basketball team has continued to climb the Horizon League standings, winning 2 conference games this past week. Last Thursday, the Penguins were on the road against the IUPUI Jaguars and built up an early lead and never looked back. YSU built a double-digit lead in less than 10 minutes, and the strong offense was led by Ziggy Reed and DJ Burns. The defense also stepped up, not letting IUPUI score a single 3-point basket all game. The Gwins got the win over the Jags with a final score of 78-50. After returning to the Beagley Center last Sunday, YSU welcomed the Northern Kentucky Norse. The Penguins started the game slowly, trailing by as many as 8 points, but was able to pick up the pace to lead 38-31 at the half. YSU defense shined again in the second half as the Gwins held Northern Kentucky to 21 points on 24% shooting from the field over the final 20 minutes of play. Reed again led all Gwins in scoring with 18 points, while junior E.J. Farmer and fifth-year Brandon Rush all achieved double figures throughout the contest. YSU would end up defeating NKU by a final of 82-52. Up next for the Penguins, they will be on the road tomorrow night, where they will be taking on the Wright State Raiders. Tip-off is scheduled for 9 p.m., and you can watch the game on ESPNU. On January 24th, Youngstown State University women's basketball team lost a close game against the Northern Kentucky University Norse, 62-56. A fifth-year senior Emily Saunders led the team with 17 points with an 8 for 11 shooting percentage. Fifth-year Dina Geralds finished second in scoring with 15 points. Youngstown State trimmed an 18-point advantage to 4 within the last minute of the third quarter, and despite excellent defense in the fourth, the Penguins were unable to score enough to win the game. In the last 11 minutes and 55 seconds of the game, YSU allowed only 1 field goal, holding NKU to 62. 3 days later, on January 27th, the women's team rebounded well, beating Robert Morris University 71-46. Saunders had her second game in a row this week, matching her career best of 23 points and also picking up 4 blocks. Senior Malia Magestro had one of her strongest games of the season, scoring 8 of her 20 points in the first quarter alone to give the Penguins an early lead. She also made 5 three-pointers in the contest. Junior Haley Theory had a career-high 11 rebounds. The Penguins were never falling behind, and the offense was driven by defensive pressure. The YSU defense forced 22 turnovers and had 13 total steals. Youngstown State played IUPUI this morning to finish up the month of January. A recap of the game is available on YSUsports.com, and the replay can be watched on ESPN+. The YSU men's tennis team has started off this season strong with 3 straight victories to begin the year. After the win over Binghamton 2 weeks ago, the Penguins held 2 meets last weekend. On January 26th, the team faced off against Butler University. After going down early, losing the doubles point, the team rallied to win 4-1 over the Bulldogs, improving to 2-0. Juniors Nathan Favier and Harry Falzis, sophomore Nishant DeBoss, and freshman Ander Balchi all picked up singles wins in the victory. Looking to start the year with 3 straight wins, the men's tennis team faced the Hoyas of Georgetown on January 28th. The duos of Falzis and senior David Alvarez Moreno, alongside Favier and junior William Rassat, helped secure the doubles point, and singles followed suit, as Balchi and Rassat picked up the singles wins in 2 sets. DeBoss secured a win in 3-set match to clinch the 3rd straight win for the Penguins. Falzis also won in 3 sets. YSU will next travel to Omaha, Nebraska for matchups against Creighton University on February 2nd at 1 p.m., followed by a matchup at the University of Nebraska-Omaha on February 3rd at 1 p.m. You can watch the matches at eyeoncourt.com. After a Horizon League title and a berth in the NCAA championships last season, the Youngstown State women's tennis team had high expectations coming into the 2024 campaign. After starting this year off with a win, 2 more matches at the YSU Indoor Tennis Center followed as the team faced off against Butler University and Georgetown University. In the Butler matchup, the team won the doubles point but was unable to secure a victory as the Bulldogs won 4 of 6 singles matches, bringing the final to 4-3. In their most recent matchup against Georgetown, the team also won the doubles point but failed to win any singles matches, where the Hoyas were able to clinch the meet early 4-1. The team will travel to Las Vegas, Nevada this weekend for a 3-game road trip. The team will play Pacific University on February 2nd, Weber State University on February 3rd, and the University of Nevada, Las Vegas on February 4th. It was a busy weekend for the YSU indoor track and field team as they split to compete in 4 meets in the span of 2 days. First, at the Riverhawk Invitational hosted by the University of Massachusetts Lowell, a new school record was set in the men's triple jump as 5th-year senior Jakari Lomax leapt 15.74 meters, which broke his previous record and tied him for first at the meet. Multiple Penguins finished on the podium, including senior Naya Williams-Matthews, who placed second in the women's triple jump with a distance of 12.25 meters. Moving to the Kent State Doug Raymond Invitational, shining for YSU was 5th-year senior Dominic Perry, who took first place in men's shot put with a throw of 18.3 meters, and freshman Jenna Razavi winning first place in the women's 3,000-meter dash with a time of 10 minutes and 15.56 seconds, her first event win as a Penguin. At Boston University's John Thomas Terrier Classic, another school record was set as senior Hunter Christopher finished the men's 3K with a time of 7 minutes and 58.37 seconds, which was good for 8th overall in the race. Setting a new personal best and just missing a school record was graduate student Morgan Cole, who ran the women's 3K with a time of 9 minutes and 29.46 seconds. Wrapping up the weekend, pole vault shined at the PNC Lenny Lyles Invitational hosted by the University of Louisville. In the unseeded men's pole vault event, sophomore Jack Vastellio took second place, clearing 5.02 meters, and in the unseeded women's pole vault, freshman Caitlin Egger took third place, clearing 3.83 meters. Track and field is back this Friday and Saturday, hosting the YSU Mid-Major Invitational presented by Southwoods Health. Events will begin at 1 p.m. on Friday inside the Watson & Tressel training site. The Youngstown State University bowling team hit the road for 3 days as they prepare for the Prairie View A&M Invitational from January 26th to 28th. On day 1, the Penguins started off strong as they defeated 3 top 10 teams to go along with 4 victories and 1 loss to the number 1 ranked Jacksonville State. YSU continued its impressive weekend on day 2 as it was unbeaten in head-to-head matches. The Penguins totaled 5,292 pins and was the only school to have all 5 bowlers average at least 200 pins. On the final day of competition, the Penguins finished 2-1 and placed 3rd out of 12 teams. The bowling team will be back in action from February 16th through the 18th at the Midwinter Invitational at the Hijinks Family Entertainment Center, hosted by Arkansas State. We're going to send it over to our very own birthday boy, the Caleb Ellison, for this week's Penguin Play of the Week. Thank you for the birthday wishes. It's the Caleb Ellison here with this week's Penguin Play of the Week. We're looking at Haley Theory from the women's basketball team. So here we go. Last Saturday against Robert Morris, they make a press. Majester with the steal on the ball. She passes it down the court. Theory catches it in stride and puts it up for the layup. We're going to get another look at it here. As you can see, both feet leaving the ground. Nice spin move and finishes the play for the basket for the Penguins. Great game from Theory and the rest of the team getting the win over the Colonials. Caleb and Caleb, back to you guys. And that is all the time we have here at the Penguin Rundown today. You know, surprisingly, there seems to be a lot of repeats here, but we're still understaffed. It's crazy how that works. But enjoy your birthday. I'm going to enjoy mine. And you can enjoy everything up to date with YSU Athletics at ysusports.com. And stay up to date with the Penguin Rundown, following us on Instagram and X at Penguin Rundown 1. I've been Caleb Ellison. I've been Caleb Xavier Ellison. Stay safe, Penguin Nation.